point of starting at 9:45 p.m., which has been my regular live stream time for the last few weeks, basically ever since Christmas. And so that time actually just worked out in terms of live streaming during the week. And I have to get back to an earlier time. Maybe when we get closer to, maybe we get past daylight savings and the time goes to an hour later, which would be a little bit crazy because then it'll be 10:45, and that'll be super late for all the folks on the East Coast, and we want to do that, so I'll have to figure out something soon. But yeah, anyway, thank you for being in this live stream. As people come in to join, that'll be great, and I'll just go for it and talk about what to build. So yesterday I was finishing up a Star Wars build I had not completed from a few weeks, or actually maybe about a month prior. I'd started this build and I was doing a live stream with my son here, Little Brick Therapy, the other little sig fig here, the real Little Brick Therapy, not that minifigure, and doing this. Oh, what was it? I thought I had the box still. Where's the box? Anyway, it's the Republic tank, and a great build. I think it's a 2022 set. Someone had mentioned that yesterday. So finished this build, really enjoyed it. Put all the minifigures on it just to show you the 187th Clone Troopers. I love that purple trim. Mace Windu with the cool purple trim as well. He's got the wristband there, the communicator device, whatever that technology is. Of course, a couple droids and the Republic tank, driven by, I think, by the airborne troopers. So some folks knew who these guys were. So there's that. And now I thought, well, I got a couple options here. I know some of the conversation had been about, let's do a Lego Movie 1 set. I have to get that thing set up still, but I did bring down a character that might be well known if you remember the Lego Movie 1 characters. But let's see. Oh, so I was thinking maybe another Star Wars set, or maybe just this fun creator set, because it goes with the gift with purchase that's out right now, at least for another day or two. I want to say that tomorrow's the last day to get that sushi stand bar thing, but it's kind of like in the spirit of these. I think there's going to be a series of those type of gift with purchases where it's like restaurants around the world, or something to that idea. And so this is a creator set a while back, but I think that this kind of fits in with that theme. It's a fun looking set. It's only 149 pieces, set 40488. I have to look it up. I'm not sure when this came out. It's probably been a few years. Alexandria, all right. We are in good hands now. We have our mod here. And thanks, Alexandria, for being here. So if you like Lego, if you like talking Lego, welcome to the channel, and stay for as long as you like. If you like Lego, say hello in the chat. We keep it family friendly, so make sure that it's family friendly. Of course, the comments, when you do a live stream, you open up your broadcast to anyone around the world, literally. I think we've had people from as far away as Thailand, or even China. We've had people from South America. We even, I think over the summer, we had folks, I'll have to look up the name. I hope they come back. I know they subscribed. It was one of the researchers in Antarctica. Now that is cool. What a reach, for just a regular person to do a live stream, and they can reach anyone around the world. The miracle of the internet. When I was growing up, that was definitely only TV stations could hope to do something like that. So very cool to do this. R&B, why is President Business on the desk? Well, that was in honor of what we had talked about from our last live stream and doing a Lego Movie 1 set. I'll have to get that one set up still, meaning kind of dust it off, maybe disassemble and rebuild. But that guy, there he is. There's President or Lord Business, whatever his name was. You can hear the Will Ferrell voice behind in the background, just getting this guy here. I love the coffee mug horns. I have no idea, or his giant kind of Wizard of Oz looking hat, and the man behind the curtain type thing. So here's there's something I can build though, and I was thinking maybe do another Star Wars build, but this one's not necessarily Star Wars canon. It's from I think it's the end of the second Mandalorian series, because it's when, you know, Luke Skywalker, the CGI Luke comes back and helps to rescue Grogu from, they're on one of those Imperial ships with the Death Troopers or Dark Troopers. These guys are seemingly invincible, and then of course, you know, Jedi Luke shows up and they got no chance whatsoever. So that might be a set to build, but I think I'll go more on a fun, lighter topic. I like the idea of a coffee stand and a nice calm place to just, on a sunny spring day, to enjoy a coffee, you know, take a break from work and have a coffee. So let's do this one. That's what we'll build. We'll build this fun little set here, 40488, 149 pieces. And kind of like in the spirit of, if I have them out here still, do I have the taxi driver guy? I'll have to, I did that Bricksburg taxi. That's a 2026 set, but I love that taxi driver. I gotta find where I put it over there, somewhere on the shelf. But yeah, that could be something that, you know, pull up right next to this and you pick up a cup of coffee. So that's what we'll do for now until we get some room here to build up a bigger set. So welcome R&B. Welcome Balaban. Well, Balaban is back. Hi there. How are you doing today, bro? What's new with you? What's new with you, Balaban? We are building and just enjoying this late Wednesday evening. I was thinking I'm gonna have to redo my live stream schedule because this weekend is, well, it depends on where you live, I guess, in the world. Not everyone does the daylight savings, but for us, we'll go ahead 1 hour. And so if I were to live stream, you know, the usual time, which would be like around now, it'd be super late for everyone. So I'll have to readjust to like the 8:45 time schedule, or maybe, I don't know, maybe in the late afternoon. We gotta figure that out. But these evening ones have been so great for live streaming for my schedule, you know, work and then hanging out with family, getting all the, you know, chores done or whatever, and then just enjoying family time, getting some exercise done, and then wrapping up the day with a fun live stream. That's been a great rhythm. And, you know, being a BrickTherapy23 channel, you know, building Lego is therapeutic, and just enjoying the collection, having good conversations, good talk with all you Lego collectors or fans of Lego, or those who just, you know, have hobbies in general. It's just fun to interact and see some of you guys here. So yeah, Balaban, that's what I've been up to lately, just work and family stuff. And R&B says, you know, it's kind of relative. It's already 1 a.m. over there. So I love you East Coasters that join in and are here. It's already super late, but you guys are here. CC5853, awesome. Good to see you back, CC5853. I finished the Republic tank, a fun set. I think you were here when I was starting to work on that. And then I was considering this set from the Mandalorian series. Maybe I'll build that one, but it's not that interesting of like a structure to build. It's just kind of like a mirror effect, but the opposite. You know, Luke, instead of Darth Vader appearing in the hallway or walkway and then taking out the Dark Troopers, versus Darth Vader appearing in the Rebel ship taking out the Rebel troops. So let's go with something more lighthearted. And go figure, this is not a punch tab box. This is like a sealed box. Wow, I don't know. Is this too rare a set to build? Either way, I got to build up this coffee stand. It's too cool. And it's a creator set. I thought it was a 3-in-1 crate. I'm like, oh, what else could you do with this? But I'm sure you could if you were a really good Lego builder. But let's just do the coffee stand. You know, you might need some coffee to stay awake here. So CC5853, thanks for being here. Balaban, you asked when my son is coming back. You miss him, dude. Every time he does join in the live stream, he'll come on every few weeks now. I guess you're just not here for those, or he'll stop by and say hello. It's a busy schedule for him, so he probably, you know, when we get back to his summer break or something like that, a more extended vacation, we'll see more of him. So I guess we'll just have to stick with what building I can do and conversation I can do, and enjoying that. So with that, let's do the creator set. Balabon says, yeah, when's your son coming back? So yeah, periodically. What is the yellow building beside the Daily Bugle? I don't have that set. The yellow building beside the Daily Bugle. Oh, that is this one right here. That one. That is one of those Lego store sets. I don't know. They've had like maybe 3 versions of those. So it's, you know, it's kind of like a modular building, and the theme is like a Lego store. So, you know, kind of in the spirit of the yellow Lego truck. So like a Lego product type thing. Just, you know, one of these, but a Lego store instead. So, and my sons, when they kind of set up everything back here, they put stack 2 on top of each other. So it's kind of a fun, you know, 3-story type modular building, but like a giant Lego store for minifigures, you know, not a real giant Lego store, obviously. So that's what that is. I'd have to look it up. What are those Lego store numbers? I think it's like in the 1, 0, the 6 number series, but starting with a 1. I don't know. There's different versions of them that have come out, and that one might be a discontinued one. The most recent one, actually it's the most recent one is Lego set 40574, and that one that stacks up. What is that? Oh, that one is this one back here behind me is probably Lego set 40305. This one was out probably about 5 years ago, and obviously retired now. But yeah, here it is. We show it's this one right here, 40504. It's this set right here. So that's the one you're asking about, R&B. It was a fun build. So yeah, and then I think we stacked it on top of the other Lego store set, the one that's I think still out. So you can get that one. This one though is retired. So yeah, those are fun to get. I think they're decently priced. I think they're probably around the $40 range. It's not the best, I don't think, or no, maybe $30 range. I want to say when we got it was $29.99. So yeah, if you're curious, that's what that one is. I always miss him. Can you tell him I said hi? For sure, Balam. I'll tell him for sure. He always asks about how did the live stream go. He's a busy dude, and I always say, you got your fans. So say hello every once in a while. Of course, no pressure to be on the live stream if he doesn't want to be, or well, it's more about just he's busy. All right, gotta go to sleep. CC5853. Love having you here, man. See you later. Okay, so this creator set, 2 sticker pieces. I guess we can handle that. Coffee. Can handle the coffee sticker pieces. And 1 very small instruction book. And I guess because it is a Lego brand set, there is no QR code for the bonus points, the 20 insider points you'd get for most sets. But there it is. You're gonna start with a barista guy. Kind of looks like that podcaster, if you know who Tim Pool is. He kind of looks like a Lego version of Tim Pool, who's actually probably an easy person to do a sig fig off of. And coffee lady with, looks like she's got pink hair. All right, so we'll see. Definitely a hipster coffee stand then. A hipster's coffee stand. Maybe it's in Seattle. Oh, it's old school creator too. It's old school creator, meaning there are no numbered bags. So you just, I guess, open them all up and, sort things out, which maybe I'll do here and build Wish I had like another box. That way I don't have to desort. Or I guess I could just sort and leave on the table here. But I kind of feel like if I leave it on the table, it might be vulnerable. It's funny. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Random thought as I'm going through all this. How people who like Lego and have cats is like the worst combo ever. So people who have cats, you know, especially when they put, you know, their Lego sets up on a table or shelf, the cats just jump up and destroy everything. And to me, it's funny because we don't have pets, but man, if you have a cat, look out, and you like Lego, you are in for a destructive rebuild session. Build the minifigures first. Yes, that's always a good one. It looks like I kind of have to open all the bags though. I was thinking, you know, when Lego puts things in bags, it's like everything is mixed together. And I guess, you know what, if it's 160 pieces? No, not even that, 149 pieces. I guess you can stand to just have all the bags not numbered because it's like, you're gonna throw this together. So yeah, that'll be easy. When did your son go on the live stream on YouTube? If you're asking Balaban, we started the live streams together at the same time. So if you go back, our first live stream was Christmas 2024. So a little over a year ago, and we built up the Star Destroyer, the Star Wars Star Destroyer, and I did the Ghost ship. So, you know, when we started our first live stream, it was like, okay, got to do a theme that everyone or a lot of people will be interested in, plus a fun build that will kind of challenge both of us. I'm pretty sure that's the first one. That was the first build we did. Yeah, we did the Star Wars Star Destroyer, which I think, is that set still out? Now that I'm saying that, is that Star Destroyer still out? I need to like look that up because now I won't get it out of my mind if I don't find out. It is set. Yeah, it's still out. It's on back order, of course. Everything's on back order right now. What set number is it? 75394. So yeah, that's the first set we did on a live stream. 75394, the Imperial Star Destroyer. And that one's been on sale off and on. But right now, it's on back order through Lego. I think Amazon's had it on sale a few times. But yeah, that was the first one. R&B says, he came back when I was talking about giving them the Lego Movie 2 set. Yeah, R&B, I think, yeah, you caught that live stream when he was here. We were talking about Apocalypseburg, exactly. You should get a couple of trays for your pieces. I agree, Alexandra. I have one, and I need to. You know what I do also? If I get a set in an Amazon box where there's the more like rectangular shaped boxes, I take off the cover and use those. But I don't know. Let's see. Little Brick Therapy, can you bring me like a Tupperware tray? So my son's here, but he's in the background. So maybe I'll just at least do like a modified, not a tray, but give me one of the plastic ones or a plate, whatever's easier to get. So yeah, hey John Powell, welcome to the Night Owls live stream. It's even more informal right now. I think the Fortnite Lego set will retire maybe in 2028 or 2029, says R&B. Which Fortnite set is that? Thank you, sir. All right. Not a tray, Alexandria, but this will work. Okay. Good idea. Yeah, there's just too many little pieces in this one. I would like to say I would build this up. Here's part of a minifig. I would like to say I would finish this set in one setting, but you know, it's not about speed. It's about quality versus quantity, meaning enjoy the build, enjoy the conversation. If you finish it right away, cool. If not, at least the build happening, and we'll get done in the right amount of time. But yeah, anyways, welcome to the Night Owls live stream. Leave a like if you like Lego, talking Lego, chatting about Lego. And thanks to all of you, especially you guys on the East Coast, for being here to literally be a night owl with me and do this live stream. Okay, so we've got two hipster looking people for sure. We've got let's try and build her first. She's got some cool looking, it's almost like, not exactly pink. What color hair is it? The torso is cool too. She's got like a green jacket and necklace and pinkish hair, like more like almost like that taro color. I was gonna say maybe even that weird, not purplish, light purple. Puce, is that the color, puce? But yeah, there's one. So very hipster. Would that be someone from Seattle or just someone from the cities trying to be cool? Or not trying to be cool, just being hipster. And then of course you got beanie head guy, coffee barista dude with the beard. And he's gonna be, an expert because he's got the beanie on as well. We'll call him the Tim Pool barista. Doesn't he look like Tim Pool? If you don't know who Tim Pool is, that's okay. But yeah, there we go. There's our barista guy. So got both those. Fortnite retire. I don't know what Fortnite set that is, R&B. If it's the battle bus, I need to take a look at that because I kind of want that set. So Alexander's here, John Powell's here, R&B's here. Chris Fig says, wow, Lego Dad, your son got you a new thing to build. Yes, I showed you. Hey, that was the new thing for sure. So Chris Vick, by the way, high fives, Chris Vick. John Powell says, yeah, I was looking for a notification about 12:30. Thought maybe you were taking the night off. I thought about it, John Powell, but I'm always thankful for you guys. And then if it's more about just the timing in the evening, because Wednesdays are a bit tricky because we have like all our kids at different school events, and then after school and everything, after work, we have our Bible group, and our kids have different activities as well. And then my older son works, who's in college, and so yeah, it's just keeping track of lots of stuff. So, but yeah, we made it here, and here I am enjoying some build time with you guys. R&B says, oh, okay, set 77078, the Mecha or Mecha team. I bought it for just the minifigure, the mini mech. So that's a Fortnite set? I don't even know what that is. Let me look that one up. 77078. Oh, that guy. Isn't that a dream set? That's Fortnite, huh? I thought that was a dream set. Mecha team leader. Does it only come with one minifigure? It's just a giant mech. Oh, it is Fortnite. I thought that dude was a Dreams series guy. That's how much I know about these sets. What does the minifigure look like? Or is it a mini of the mech guy? That is a funny. Speaking of beanie head, the guy that they have building it's got a beanie on. Go figure. It'd be kind of a fun build, like a kind of a Voltron version, but not exactly. The Mecha build. How was that build, R&B? I like the feet. I just noticed that his feet are like characters themselves. That's kind of fun. Yeah, so that one's retiring this year, you said? $250, man, that's crazy. Some cool sets. That's one worth considering, but yeah, $250. Chris Vick says, too young to have a son in college. Thank you, sir. Yes, he just started this year. So yeah, that's what's going on. Thanks, Alexandria, for keeping track of things. R&B says, you should invest in getting a cheap Lego Chima set. The really, really decent prices out there on different websites. Yeah, when my older son was into Lego, a couple of his friends had some Chima sets. I don't think we ever got any. I think one of those fade out, like around 2011, 2012. Chris Vick says, no way you're old enough. Well, that's the beauty of, I guess, just you know, staying healthy and everything is to have a son that old in college. Yeah, you know what? I should get him to live stream one day with me, and then you can. He's been in some of our videos. He's definitely more low key, but he'd be fun. He'll build stuff. Like he put up all this when it looked more organized, and since then, you know, all the stuff I've been building, I've kind of just mashed everything together. So now it looks like a giant Lego shanty town. But we'll have to work on that. Okay, put in. Oh man, I thought these things slid in. No, got to put this. I forgot about these little Lego bicycles. Okay, that one's in place. Lego bicycles, the minifigs. This one, I guess it has a kickstand. I was gonna say this thing, I don't think it can balance on its own, but maybe it can. And a front headlight or reflector. Okay, so I guess hipster lady came to the coffee stand on her bicycle, because you know it's all about being green and environmentally friendly with the pink hair, although I don't know if the pink hair dye was environmentally friendly chemicals to make it. You know, you can always do that. So welcome to the live stream as I'm talking about the mini Lego set here and other Lego sets. R&B brought a cool one up. That Fortnite set does look pretty sweet, but I'm building up this creator set 40488, and I got my two mods here looking out for me, keeping everything family friendly. Really appreciate that. Thank you, John Powell. Thank you, Alexandria. Exactly, Alexandria. Lego Dad, your daughter and son are like teenage mutant ninja turtles. Let's see. That's an old school. That's like, that predates them. When did the Ninja Turtles come out? It was like the 1990s. So I think Lego's done actually some of that cartoon series back in the day. But you know, going back to that, R&B, you bring up some cool sets to look at. That Mecha Team Lead, I don't know why I never noticed that before. That definitely is making me think of kind of more of the Japanese, whatever those, I guess maybe they're called just mech builds. But yeah, Voltron, and there was a few TV shows back in the day called G-Force and Robotech. But yeah, a lot of these kind of giant robotic builds. And then yeah, this Mecha build kind of fits into that, at least from what I can tell. Very cool theme. So, all right, you're going to a late night movie. See you later, R&B. Thanks for being here. John Powell says, Alexandria, gotta be fast to beat you. That's right. The mods are on top of it. Let's see. All right. Chris Vick's got some more ideas for Lego sets, Lego theme sets. Chris Vick, you were so insistent on Lego sets, but I think Lego's kind of aware, or definitely knows what the thinking is, because they've done the Friends sets, which is like the equivalent of Lego Barbie, and they've done a lot of different themes. And Lego Friends, speaking of Lego Friends, I know I've showed you guys this before. This is a set I need to build up with my wife. Whoops. With my wife is this one here. That's this one, not because of the mini dolls, but the structure of the house. My oldest son gave us this set to build, so that is another fun build. That's the other Christmas gift build from my kids to me and my wife to build. So my wife will definitely build Lego sets now and again with me, and she has it's kind of fun when she sees a Lego set, usually not often, but one or two will catch her eye. She found a cool little, kind of like a Friends set about this size, but it had a projector light in it, like one of those those light bricks that you push the button and it lights up, but it was used to do like a movie projector onto a screen. And she found a set like that. It was pretty sweet. I'll have to show that off once. I think it's up on our mantle, but I think that'd be a fun set to show off. But anyway, yeah, lots of cool builds. Even if you're not a fan of the Friends theme necessarily, or the mini dolls, which makes sense. But the builds, like the actual structures, are really cool. They got a greenhouse, they got a restaurant, they got a hospital, they got various type of like kind of modular looking builds, like shops, buildings, libraries, I think, airport, or I think maybe an airport, hospital, I think. All right, maybe I said that already. But yeah, a lot of the Friends builds look really cool. If you're just looking to do up a Lego city, you might be in luck every once in a while to find one of those builds on sale. Part out the mini dolls, maybe give those away to some little younger Lego fans that or I don't know if you could sell them on Bricklink, but always a consideration. Yeah, that would work with a light brick. Exactly, that will work with a light brick. All right, so we've got our Costco style stand here for the coffee, and put these guys. So we got a bike, got purple hair lady, and barista Tim Pool, who needs a coffee stand to work at here. So there is another Lego accessory smooth plate brick here that's supposed to be like a mobile phone, but I can't find it. But I'm sure as I build, I will come across it. Just can't see it right now. And they're under the guise of Lord Business here. So just a fun little backdrop here. Alexandria always on top of everything. Screech minifigure. Oh, Saved by the Bell. Is that what you guys are talking about? That's fun. Chris Vick says, oh yeah. Guys, let's do a Saved by the Bell max set. That would be fun. Chris Vick, another fun idea. Build a life-size house out of Lego. That would be pretty pricey, Chris Vick. That would be a lot of bricks. Friends do have some nice sets. Yes, exactly, John Powell. They do. Like the one I just showed. I think that build is really nice. I think that's pretty cool, especially if you are doing your own, kind of eclectic Lego city set here, or city build yourself. And Alexandria says, yeah, a lot of the Friends sets she likes. I got a few for my daughter, and she enjoys the builds. And the mini dolls are, the parts I get it, and maybe they are pretty popular. It's just a bummer with the mini dolls because they're not the same type of minifigure, and so I don't know. They're just not. What's the word? I don't know. They don't mix well if you want to put them with regular minifigures. They obviously kind of look like aliens compared to the minifigures, or vice versa. But the builds are pretty cool. And then I feel like the Lego Movie 2 sets that came out, I got my daughter the party bus. That one has some unique colored bricks and tiles and everything. But when that one came out, that one had like a mix, or at least that theme, maybe not that set in particular. That theme had a mix of mini dolls and minifigures. So I don't know. But perhaps the marketing for Lego Friends and the mini dolls versus minifigures has been pretty popular. I mean, after all, the theme has been out for, I don't know how long, maybe 10 years, I'm guessing. Maybe longer than that, actually. So yeah, a lot of the Friends sets are pretty cool. Did you order any sets from the new March series, Alexandria? Good question. I was roughly thinking of what would be something worth getting that qualifies for the gift with purchase. So I think it's still available unless it's sold out. That gift with purchase of the sushi restaurant thing, or Restaurants of the World. That's the new theme. Looks like it's still available. It's still available till tomorrow. So this is the set that you know, this is the gift for purchase right now. It's kind of fun, you know, it definitely would fit in with a Ninjago City theme. The price threshold for that, or to qualify for the gift for purchase, is 180. So that's quite a bit. I might just, if I really want this set, just get it in the secondary market and just buy it by itself. I think it probably would go up to about $30 or $35, which is a lot less than, you know, just buying some Lego set to get that, which the only time that's tempted me is like when a new big Lego set comes out and I want both or enough to, you know, qualify for a couple GWPs at the same time. For example, if when the Minas Tirith set comes out this summer, if it does, then what gift will purchase will go with that. That might be something where, yeah, be worth considering. So yeah, you know, in light of that, Alexander, I haven't really looked at anything. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with May the 4th with Star Wars, what kind of theme ideas might come with that. Will they bring back maybe the gift for purchase that went with the UCS Death Star? Will they, you know, usually have like 3 at least GWPs that go with the May the 4th promos week. So I don't know, there's a lot to consider there. So all that being said, save the money in March. I don't know, has something come out that you guys have seen that's really good? I thought it was interesting. They have that that container vessel, the Maersk ship, which I don't know. No, it's not. I was gonna say, was it big as the Titanic? It's not. It's $150. So it's more like one of those midi scale type of builds like they would do for Star Wars. And you know, if you're someone who works at a port, or you know, you work for that company, it might be a fun build to have. So interesting set. And I've seen or read reviews like there's a lot of stickers that go with this set, I bet, you know, with all those containers. Looks like a lot of shipping containers to build. I don't know how interesting that is. It actually reminds me of probably one of the oldest Lego sets I had was a Lego kind of trade ship vessel, and it had a weight on the bottom so that it, you know, you could put it in water and it would float upright. So that's what that reminds me of, but the build on that does not seem to, it doesn't look like it would be that fun. I could be wrong, but it just doesn't look like it would be that fun of a build. So anyway, that set does not interest me. I don't know why it was made necessarily, unless it got like a fan vote or something. So there's always obviously some sets that come out that are like, oh, I guess there was a I don't know, a consumer base that wanted that thing. So let's see. I don't know, Alexandria. Obviously, if nothing's coming to mind instantly, I guess I already found sets to either wait on or consider later, like a UCS set. The upscaled astronaut would be a fun build. I didn't realize it came with like a little minifigure build too, like a, I don't know if that's a, what is that thing? Is it a little alien guy or something? A robot guy? So this one kind of interests me like the other ones. Like the blue blue upscale minifigure astronaut. I like that. It's kind of old school space. But yeah, Alexandria, I don't know. What are you guys thinking? My blue astronaut upscale figure should be here Friday. Okay, so John Powell's getting it. John Powell's going to build that one. And when I pointed out, it's on back order, of course. I was gonna say, I bet you it's on back order, and it is. That's the other thing. You go to the Lego store. Let's say you're mildly interested in something. Right now, it's like anything that comes out that is mildly interesting is, unless you buy it, then you know the night of the release, you're not going to be able to get it. And so, and you can't just casually go to the Lego store or Lego.com and get that set that you want. Even the sets that are older that are still pretty popular, I think those are all in back order as well. So maybe that's probably, it's probably a combo of everything of why I'm not even looking at stuff right now. But yeah, good question. And John Powell's got a cool build coming his way. That's fun. Very cool. Alexandria, that's my big Lego purchase for the year. Nice, John Powell. Under $100. That's the way to do it. Alexandria says, actually, doll or fashion dolls are being bought by adult collectors now, like Lego. Oh, okay. So yeah, there are some interest in that for obviously what younger girls would want. Are those American Me dolls still popular? Those seem like they had their run in the early 2000s or so. Maybe not anymore. I don't know. John Powell says, actually, Chris, I know people that give their nieces the mini dolls and they love them. Oh, okay, yeah, so that's what I was thinking for Lego friends, going back to that conversation. We got Lego Now back. Then we had Night Bright set. Who remembers that? Oh, Chris Vick, you talk about Light Bright. Yeah, I remember that. If that's the one, yeah, it's so rudimentary now. It's right. You buy like a almost the shape of an old small TV, and then inside is just a light bulb, and then it's covered by a black screen, plastic screen, like little holes for pins, and then you cover it with a clean sheet of paper, and then has like a silhouette of a design or a stencil of a design, and then yeah, you put all the colored clear plastic pins, whether they're colored or not. Yeah, I remember Light Bright. Yep, that's the one. I bet if they brought that back, I think people would like it. Yes, Light Bright was fun. Now we're talking old school. TD Bricks, hey, the new Europe comics have Dragon. Dragon Form J. Hey, TD Bricks, welcome, welcome. Had to pick one up. Let's go. The Dragon Form J. Which one is that, TD Bricks? I'm not sure if you're talking about a comic or a Ninjago. Alexander says, they changed the way American Girl doll looks. Many fans are disgusted by this. Oh, I can only imagine, Alexandria. Yeah, they probably tried to make them look too modern or, dare I say, following the woke mindset, which is just destructive in so many ways. People fall for that nonsense. But yeah, I got it. So yeah, I like the old American dolls that kind of followed the theme of like what were heroic American young, or not necessarily young, but American women in history that were, had a lot to do with the formation of the country, like a Betsy Ross or I don't know, a Martha Washington or something like that. So they changed all that around. That's too bad. I think our niece was into those, but now she's she's already grown up. So I guess that would have been like the early 2000s. So much for that. That was like a full experience too. Those weren't just go to the store and buy a doll. That was like they designed it, and I don't know, you special ordered something, and then you could get, oh gosh, what was it? You could get, oh wait, this is like a full-on coffee machine build. I didn't even realize what I was doing here. Yeah, those were like, go there and go through the whole design process or something. I can't even fully explain that, whatever it was, but yeah, or like the Build-A-Bear. It was like kind of, it was definitely a mall type store to go to. And then maybe it had a restaurant. It was, these high-end fashion for dolls, basically. Interesting business model, which I think worked pretty well for a while. And maybe not having seen any of those, I think those were in shopping malls, but not having seen any of those really anywhere or talked about. Maybe those have faded away. And if that's what is happening, Alexandria, it makes sense as to why. Okay, we've got our first, there you go, our percolator. Oh gosh, what are those things called? The fancy coffee machines. I want to say like the espresso machines. So there, we got some whatever these things are gonna be. I guess flavoring for the coffee containers. I don't know. I'm not familiar with all the coffee house terminology, but oh yes, you gotta have your trademark red Lego mugs. These are reminding me of Lego city sets, whether it was a police station or firehouse or really anything. There's always the coffee mugs in random spots throughout to just show that, you know, all the workers, they got to have a whole lot of coffee at the ready. Ooh, we even got a clear mug, or no, it's shiny. Maybe like a pewter kind of metal thing there. All right, so very, very fancy for the coffee situation here. Let's see. Europe has Lego magazines. Oh, those, got it, John Powell, thanks. Europe has Lego magazines, and they come out with a minifigure or micro build. Yes, my son actually did a Lego short of that when we were traveling in Spain, and those were always fun to get. Yeah, we'd get like a Ninjago minifigure, or maybe sometimes Lego City. They even had Lego Star Wars minifigures that you could get with those. Yes, remember those. So TD Brick says it's the paper bag magazines in the UK. The Ninjago ones come with Dragon J. Very cool. It's kind of like collecting baseball cards, but yeah, you get the magazine plus I have a couple of those. I'll have to break one of those out and show them off, because yeah, we have a couple of those here. I don't know if we have those here. I guess not. If yeah, they're specific to Europe. Of course, here you could get you go to a bookstore like Barnes and Noble and get the Lego encyclopedia that kind of traces the history of some Lego theme or minifigure, and then you get a bonus minifigure with those type of books. But that's definitely more expensive than a magazine. Let's see, a Wrecking Ball Miley Cyrus set. Let's go. I like that one, Alexandria. That would be awesome. Steve Urkel, Family Matters. Oh yeah, going back to some old themes. Espresso, yes, that's the word. I was trying to think of that. John Powell says, no, the US doesn't have the magazines. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking when we're in Europe, it was usually at the newsstands. They would have obviously all the magazines, all the periodicals, the convenience store kind of setup as well. You could buy drinks and sodas and maybe some snacks or chips. And then they had kind of all fanned out. And then on the far end, they had random toy buys. And then, yeah, they had Playmobil magazines and Star Wars, or not, Lego magazines, sometimes with Star Wars minifigures. But those are always fun to walk up to and check out. And yeah, they do not have, maybe in New York, you know, or maybe one of the older cities, but out here on the West Coast, that definitely would not be something you would see at all. Maybe in the city, like the downtown area, you'd come across those kiosk type of shops. But yeah, in Europe, you could go into just like a 7-Eleven type store or a big grocery store, even a Target or whatever, and you come across those type of magazines to buy. So yeah, I should re-release that short because it's kind of fun to show that off again. But yeah, my son found, I think we got it. It was like it might have been a 501st minifig in one of those magazines. But yeah, Ninjago, it was always Ninjago or Star Wars or Lego City. A Lego City guy minifigure. So yeah, fun stuff. Alexandria says, did I do that? Yes, Alexandria, the Wrecking Ball idea. So yeah, 2026 sets, I think because of that phenomena, plus the fact that things, if it's mildly interesting of a set, then it's gonna go on back order, and therefore discourage at least someone like me from even considering getting anything. But All right, now we've got some more fancy coffee brew machines, espresso. This might be actually the where you grind down the coffee beans, right? And then here's the espresso machine right here because it's got the temperature gauge and everything. So that it's got the barista can do their work to make some proper coffee, or maybe this is the fancy pour over. Um, the what do you call those? The French press. Although I don't think that's what looks like that exactly because it looks like it's a grinder. So yeah, some serious coffee aficionados will look at this build and say, oh, it doesn't have a press, a French press. It needs one of those also. And this is, again, lots of detail on the build here. Fun build. And I'm wondering, I don't know if I actually got this set as a build by itself at the Lego store, or if this was a gift with purchase. Or maybe I just saw it at Target, but it's just a fun build. So yeah, just getting through this 149 piece set, and slowly working my way through, thinking about the Alexandria's question: what 2026 March 2026 sets have come out? I know the Pokemon. It's really themes that are obviously specific to, I don't know. People are looking forward to those type of themes, and it's definitely not speaking to me. So if I go to all new sets, it's a couple Pokemon sets. They do have that Zelda Final Battle Ocarina of Time build. That Porsche Technic build looked cool. And I guess in honor of the upcoming World Cup, they have a soccer ball build. I don't know if I need a $130 Lego soccer ball. They do have a Winnie the Pooh build with a honey jar and some bees actually. The Ford Model T, a car model build. That'd be fun if you are a car aficionado, especially like original cars, not more than classic, like ancient cars. Ford Model T. They brought back the London double-decker bus. That's a fun-looking build. And they got another one of the larger icon sets, the Ferrari F2004 Michael Schumacher gun. I got one of those. I got the Ayrton Senna one, which I liked, and it went on sale, or found it on sale on Amazon for like half the price. So I couldn't beat that. So there's a floating sea otter. Oh, there's a piglet. There's a couple Winnie the Pooh sets. Oh, this one looks interesting. I didn't know this was in existence. This kind of, I don't know if this is just unique in itself, but it's got that space theme to it. Project Hail Mary. I'll have to look this up. This must be in relation to like a real space station type thing or satellite launch. But Project Hail Mary, that looks pretty cool. Got the astronaut guy there. I don't know if the build is worth the $100 or not, but it's got kind of the classic space look to it with the cylindrical Lego pieces. So maybe that, of course, on back order. Yeah, man, there's just too much. It's all discouraging. No, Steve Urkel catchphrase. Did I do that? Alexandria says. Oh, okay. So yeah, let's go. Hello to, is it Bibli? Bibli. Psh, welcome, Bibli Curran. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Leave a like, and we are talking about all kinds of different Lego type sets. Clone Madness. Psh, welcome. Clone Madness in honor of anything related to Star Wars. I assume that's what Clone Madness means. We've got our 187th Clone Troopers built up here yesterday. So thanks for being here and saying hello. So this is the set I built yesterday, and now going into just a fun small creator build. Haven't done anything large scale lately, just kind of enjoying smaller builds to do on the live stream. And then I have my Lord of the Rings old brick set here, the Helm's Deep, I'm working on and off camera, I guess you could say. But that's been a good build. Alt brick for sure. Yes, Clone Madness finished it. Brickable World. Psh, good to see you. Let's go. Good to see all you guys here. So thanks for leaving a like if you joined the live stream and you've been listening for a little bit. Don't forget to leave a like. Help the channel and get us the algorithm going for us and all that good stuff. And we're just building up a nice little coffee stand for some cool hipster people somewhere in the city. You know, here's the one minifig customer rides her bike to the coffee stand. We have the always the ever-present Lego umbrella and snack table to eat at, and the barista who will, I guess we can put him in here now. The barista who's ready with his beanie hat on, you know, got to be there for the hipsters. Got the barista getting built up here as well. So fun build to share with you guys and just show off some cool smaller Lego sets and talk about all the good Lego sets that are interesting and out, but not really, because they're all on back order. And I don't know if they're available on Amazon. Probably not the new ones. But yeah, that, what was that one called? The Project Hail Mary. That kind of looks cool. I didn't know that was a set that was even out. Never knew that was out, but it comes with like an astronaut. So that's kind of fun. Hey JP, Alexandra, Brick Therapy. Psh, hello, Brickable World. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on notifications to be notified every time BrickTherapy23 goes live. Thank you, Brickable World. I forgot to pin a message. So thank you for doing that. Always fun. You guys definitely look out for all of us on the live stream. They're doing SpongeBob again this September, supposedly. Another crazy TV theme. Why not? I think personally, The Simpsons is more interesting, but you know what? If they want to do SpongeBob, I don't think that theme is. Simpsons kind of pushing it, but yeah, there's just certain minifigures that come out or themes that, yeah, it just won't work in a Lego city. That's just strictly for collecting. I mean, Pokemon, that's not going to work for anything either. I guess if you're going off of the idea that you could put all your sets in some kind of cohesive display, even though it is random to have Marvel, Ninjago, and Star Wars or Lego City all built up together, or Harry Potter, all those major themes, or Lord of the Rings, the minifigures are still obviously have that same humanoid look. SpongeBob is different, but nevertheless, definitely a well-known theme. So of course it's going to attract some for sure some Lego or fans to the show. But yeah, I don't know. I think Simpsons would be more interesting than that. But I never really watched the SpongeBob shows. Definitely popular in Europe, man, or at least in Spain, man. People love that show. That show is, if you think it's brain melting in English, try to watch it in Spanish. It's beyond ridiculous. So a fun theme though. They're doing SpongeBob Says, Brickable World. Well, so yeah, that's pretty funny. And then yeah, we talked about other TV shows. I like that one idea, Chris Vick, the Saved by the Bell. That would be kind of fun. Oh, some 1990s themes. Now we're getting into the 1990s. We did talk about 1980s themes, but yeah, I got the 1990s themes going there. All right, so of course this makes sense that the coffee shop is brought to its location via a tow. So it's a tow coffee shop. You need unless the guy attaches it to his bike. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a trailer type thing. Just attached a trailer piece there. So, okay. And you think I could finish this up quickly. I gotta do the coffee logo here, the big giant coffee cup build. I like that too. Oh, and then the coffee menu, which is probably what this flat piece is for. The stickers go on there. And here we go, we gotta add on the toe wheels. So even though this is only 149 pieces, it's it can occupy my time talking about Lego and building Lego and just seeing what you guys are up to. I remember The Simpsons started as a short on the Tracy Ullman show. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah, the animation was totally different, or just very wonky looking, to say the least. The voices weren't all there. Yeah, that is right, John Powell. I remember that show. I don't think I actually saw it on the show. And then, yeah, it's like, what? Then it made it to Fox TV. And then that show just like, I think is it still, are they still doing episodes? But man, talk about forever running, like 30 seasons. I don't know how many seasons of The Simpsons. And they have guest stars on it. It's pretty fun. They even had Michael Jackson as a guest star way back in the day, at least his voice. They've had Aerosmith, they've had Spinal Tap, like all these random actors. Then the guys who do the voices are, is it Hank Azaria? He does like half the voices on that show. The guy one of the actors in Spinal Tap does one of the voices. So yeah, I used to love The Simpsons Says Brickable World, but that show is hard to watch now for me personally, and not overthink and stress myself out. I feel like I'm watching some sort of predictive programming. Yeah, it was clever, cutting edge, definitely social commentary. I think actually well, I don't know if it's my favorite. One that I remember the most is when Homer went to a chili cook-off competition and was challenged to eat the most, vile, heinous chili pepper of them all. And he couldn't even get it to his mouth, so he drank melted candle wax and then ate the chili pepper, and then had total delusional dreams. And I think Johnny Cash's voice was in that. But anyway, that was pretty funny, I thought. Tanner is here. Tanner says, I finally got it, whatever that is. Finally got it, Tanner. Well, good job, Tanner. Oh, he says, check the community page. Fun. Oh, sad. I didn't know that, John Powell. So the Marge actress, the voice to Marge, passed away. I mean, it's been around for a long time. An Elvis Presley house, Graceland. That would be interesting. That would definitely attract the. Well, I don't know. Are there still Elvis fans? I mean, of course there's Elvis fans, but enough to get people to buy Of course they would. It would be a pretty fancy looking Lego modular house or something like that. That would be interesting. I think I was going back. I know John Powell might have heard me when I said, I wish, if they're going to do historical houses, what about, George Washington's house? I think that would be a fun build. But then there was some kind of limitation to that. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, any type of historic house would be fun. Not like a micro build either, but like a minifigure scale build type house would be, I think, pretty sweet. So yeah, some fun ideas there. Chris Vick, a Elvis Presley house, or, oh man, that's fun. They think of other fun structures that here's the cool roof top to the coffee house. Some other fun structures or builds for a Lego set that are existing in real life. Oh, I don't know if you guys know, we have a observatory out here, Griffith Observatory. That would be an amazing build. That would be super expensive though. It's got quite a lot of, basically a planetarium. I think that would be a fun build, put up a couple scientist Lego minifigures, astronomer minifigures. You could pair it up with your the Galileo set that I think is still out. That'd be kind of fun. And then, oh, we got some decorative window elements here. Let's see if I do this right. I think they go on the sides here. So some decorative side features there. That's kind of fun. Now it's taking shape. And you got the order window. I guess you could do the order window here and have this open. So he's, I don't know if taking orders there or it's just for ventilation. All right, and now, oops. And now, looks like just the coffee. Feel like I got some momentum here. So, is this the coffee signpost here, or is this might be, or maybe I don't know what this is because I already built the roof. Maybe this is another awning type thing. Guess we'll find out. This is the cool part. You can't tell 100% all what you're throwing again. Oh, okay, it's the front. Didn't even notice that. The front also has this kind of oval shape panel to it. It's kind of like a classic car hood looking thing there. So it goes on the back, although I kind of like, you can see what's there, but now, oops. Hipster guy out there, he doesn't want to be in there. But yeah, some cool historic building ideas. Griffith Observatory. What else? There's got to be some other fun builds. Some museums or art houses. I don't know. Stadiums. I know Chris Vicky brought up stadiums before, I think. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Stadium build here or there. All right. Got one of our menu items. Oh, okay, those go on the outside. But yeah, something a little bit bigger than an architecture build, like something more minifigure scale size, like the minifigures can actually go inside the building structure. That's what I kind of found fun. I don't think I've ever thought about getting a Simpson set, but some of those, like the Quickie Mart, that would be like a 7-Eleven type build. That was a fun, I think, fun idea of a build. Whoa. Totally got that one off kilter, of course. Now if I take it off, it's not gonna center it. Did not center that one very well. All right. Got that, and now the coffee sign. Gotta have the coffee sign here. So some fun ideas. Graceland. Got the Lego Lightning McQueen. Nice, Tanner. How exciting. Did you build it already? You are super excited. I'm guessing you might have built it. John Powell says, she dated back to the 70s show called, oh, the actress Rhoda, which was a spinoff of Mary Tyler Moore. Oh, that sounds familiar. Mary Tyler Moore, oh, spinoff from the Mary Tyler Moore show. Okay, very cool. Tanner says, I never swiped my card so fast. He's like, okay, got it. And that one was on back order for a while too, Tanner. So yeah, you had to wait on that one, man. Fun build. Yeah, so yeah, even Lego sets based on old TV shows. Happy Days, that would be a fun show to do a Lego set off of. Or I think Happy Days would be an ideal one. I'm trying to think of another show. I know Little L Bricks was doing cars, like the Dukes of Hazzard car. But I'm thinking, like, I like what Chris Vick you're bringing up, like the Elvis House, Graceland. But yeah, actual building structure sets. Not bad. This is a simple use of plate, but yeah, definitely looks like some hot coffee to go. All right, and then the sign here, and apparently, oh, we've got some hook pieces. Like, how does this thing all attach? Okay. have ourselves a coffee stand. Looks like here. Look at that. All right, let's get hipster guy in there to sell us some coffee. Kind of hard to snap him into place. What do you guys think? There we go. One sitting, one live stream. We did the full coffee stand. We've got the hipster customer ready to go. We got coffee guy here. Love the color. Got the menu. There's another menu, but I don't want to do the sticker right now. That goes on this side. But yeah, this is fun. Here's the other sticker. You got the mocha frappuccino or just the old school coffee. And then yeah, you got to have your stand with the umbrella. So very cool, guys. Thanks for being here. Yeah, happy day Arnold's drive-through set. That would be fun too. All right, have a good one, guys. Thanks for being here and talking about a lot of fun Lego sets, themes, TV shows, all kinds of old school things, and keeping the discussion going on this Night Owls live stream. All right, guys, have a good one. See you soon.